Congratulations. It looks like the road to 108 titles was paved with some vengeance. Can you talk about the importance of being able to establish your confidence and how valuable this win was to you?
Yeah, I mean, I think this tournament was really valuable for our confidence, our momentum going into this hardcourt summer. It was nice to get some revenge on a couple teams we lost to over in Europe. That will help us, I think, going into these next 3 big tournaments. You know, the crescendo is obviously at the U.S. Open in New York, and that's where we really want to peak. And I feel like we're on our way. It's really special to win any title, but especially here in D.C. with so much history, and the list of champions is amazing. And it's where we had our first breakthrough. Out of college, we won 4 futures in a row, 2 challengers, and we came into our first ATP main draw and made the semis, which put us on the map. So it's nice to still be around, healthy, playing, and winning here in front of all our home fans.
Bob and Mike, congratulations. Well played. You know, remembering the French Open final, did you guys make any adjustments? Because obviously this is on hard court. That was on the clay. Any differences between the surfaces, or did it help you out playing on hard?
Yeah, I mean, our coach watched that French Open final last night, and you know, we talked about the match for a half hour in the car on the ride over, and we just changed a few things. So, you know, kind of our serving tendencies, and just a few things I don't really want to mention because I mean, probably going to use them next time. But it's always about, you know, throwing a different wrinkle at your opponent, trying to surprise them with a different game plan. They're expecting us to play one way, and I might have surprised them today. They'll be ready for it next time, and we'll see what we do. But yeah, I think our serving formation was just a little different.
Okay, thanks.
Sure.
Can you just comment on the different surface maybe affecting the matchup also?
Yeah, a little bit. I think the faster surface maybe took Dodig out of his ground stroke rhythm. Slow service, he likes to serve and stay back, and those slow surfaces give him time to hit lobs and really gun the ground strokes. Mike was clipping the return very early, taking his time away. And so, yeah, it turns it into a little more of a serving match. But, you know, with that said, we feel very comfortable playing on clay, and we feel like that's one of our best surfaces. And so, I mean, every time we play these guys, it's going to be different surface, different conditions, different countries, and it's just who adjusts better and who comes up with a new game plan, because we all know each other so well, and we're playing these guys today for the 9th time, and it feels like every match is everyone's trying to throw something different at the other. So today we might have caught them off guard a little bit.
And you guys ended up not giving up a single break point, winning I think 85% of your service points. I think they won, you know, like 9 points in your serve overall. What was working so well for you on those games?
Yeah, I mean, we made a lot of first serves. It's a really fast court. You know, the summer is hot. The ball flies. Yeah, I thought we were just, you know, guessing right and serving our spots really well. Not hitting a lot of second serves. Getting up in the game. Once you get up in the game, you can take chances on your serve. Yeah, it's quite an accomplishment not to be facing break points against 2 of the best returners in the doubles game. So, yeah, that was great. I mean, I think it helps get an early break. Just put the pressure on them, and the way we consolidate was great. I mean, historically, we're not an I formation team. We very rarely do it. Today we did, and maybe they weren't ready for it. They'll be ready next time, so we'll have to find something different.
You referenced this tournament early, very early in your career as an initial breakthrough. John Isner playing in the final shortly. He reached his first final here in 07, one of his first tournaments. Just curious what you might remember about that experience. I know it was a little bit back in the day, but for each of you in that first, you know, like you said, breakthrough here.
Yeah, I mean, I remember we came in with 50-plus match win streak from college through 6 minor league tournaments. This was our first real taste of the big time since we turned pro, and we played on a packed stadium and against 2 really veteran players, and I think we were down a break in the third, broke back. We had the crowd really amped up. It was a special moment, loud, and it was our. I think Michael Chang pulled out of the singles. We were second night match. Yeah. He pulled out of the singles, and they put us in that prime time slot. I think our first time playing on TV. That was kind of our first taste of the Showtime. And it was the semis against, I think it was Stafford Ouliette, right? So, yeah. And though we lost, yeah, we love that feeling of being on the big court. And, you know, since that day, we really look forward to those moments. And I always feel we play better in the bigger houses, you know. I feel like we're more vulnerable on a side court with less fans. We really get up for those Davis Cup matches and, you know, those Grand Slam finals and moments like that today. That was 1998. Stafford Ouliette, we lost to in the semis.
You've been dominant for the several years already as a strong double leaders. What kind of successor you see for the next couple of years as a real double good combination team? Because there are so many players that are playing doubles, but they're changing partners. They cannot compete actually with you on a stable level. What are your expectations for some strong teams that may show up?
Well, I feel like the teams that are having the most success are the teams that have stayed together. It's very hard to have a breakthrough in a Grand Slam when you're a new partnership. The communication's very important in doubles, and Dodig Mello, they won the French Open, but they've been playing for 5 years before that breakthrough. So that they were very deserving of that. They're going to be around in all the late stages of the big tournaments. Bruno Suarez and Peña are always dangerous. Then you have Roger Ticao, who had a great year last year, won 8 titles, and then they took that to the next level by winning Wimbledon. So Jack Sock and Pospisil, Wimbledon champions last year, are dangerous. But there's a lot of teams that can win Grand Slams. Doubles is unlike singles, where there are so many variables and there are dangerous floaters all over the place. So it's very hard to dominate the doubles game. So you really have to play 25 tournaments and see who's the most consistent over that period of time. But, you know, U.S. Open's anyone's ball game, I think.
This kind of builds upon the last question, but you know you have rivalries obviously in singles and Federer, Nadal, and so forth. But do you guys are really nice, obviously, but do you have any rivalries against another team, or would you consider there to be one rival of yours, maybe Dodig Mello or anyone?
I think people are talking about, you know, we played Sock and Pospisil in Wimbledon final, and then we played him in the Cincinnati final and then the Miami final, and that was kind of a building rivalry. But it's tough to, you know, the margins in doubles are so fine that you don't see a lot of the same matchups week in and week out. I'd probably say this is a great rivalry against Dodig and Mello. We played them in 9 times, and I think 5 of them were finals, you know, big finals. So, yeah, I mean, but as Bob said, there's just a ton of teams out there. I mean, if you play this tournament again next week, could be just a totally different reshuffle the draw, and it's, you know, especially with no ad format and super breakers, you bring a lot of chance into play, and you reshuffle the draw, you're going to see you know, maybe a different winner and different finalists.
Thanks.